Hey there, good morning. I'm John. Today is Tuesday, May 14th, 2024. Welcome to my daily vlog, my regular ritual stand-up, documenting what I've been doing and what I'm doing next to try to make content creation indefinitely sustainable. So let's get started talking about what I did yesterday. I had mentioned that I had a really busy weekend. I was out of town, a lot of driving, so I said I want to kind of take it easy yesterday. I don't know if I took it easy. I didn't do as much as I could have, but I got some other stuff done. So first of all, in the afternoon, we'll start with the new video release, the US Games VidTech tier video. Overnight, that's done. It's right in the middle of our average lately, 3,300 views overnight, just since it released at 4 o'clock. So what is that? Like 20 hours, a little less, 18 hours, something like that. That has been out, so it's doing fine. Tier videos have not been the rock stars that they used to be, but I really like doing them because they generate other content and tons of engagement. So happy enough with how that one is doing. Speaking of that video that I released, I also took time yesterday to chop that one up into short videos for each of those games that I covered in that. So that's 14 more short videos that I'll be able to publish and get further, thousands of views out of them. Typically I drop a short and it's going to get between 1,500 and 10,000 views. Any given short might get on top of the views that we got for the regular videos. So, reuse that material. I did get a couple errands done. One of my errands led to some financial issues, which I'll take up on Friday actually, because that culminates on Friday. I'll save that bit. But I did get some errands done, and I got some stuff done around town that I had to get done. Just took an extra hour or so out of my day. I also got ready for the podcast edit, which is this morning. A bit of briefer. We'll talk about that in a minute. We talk about today, but I got that ready. Did some work preparing for the Friday plays that's coming on Friday. What I didn't do is spend any time working on the long form video that I hope to get out tomorrow, but we'll talk more about that later today. Also, I did knock out the next issue, episode, whatever, of Celebrating Yesteryear. So that episode that comes out Friday, I've gotten in a pretty good cadence now of getting those done beginning of the week. So the editor has all week to work on them. And I got that finished as well. So a lot of little around the corners stuff I got done. We had a partial team meeting yesterday. George is still sick, and so I met with Mo. We talked about some future plans. But yeah, it filled up the day, certainly. So let's talk about stats. I'd like to be at 10,000 views and 50 subscribers average over the last 7 days. Views up a little bit, 13,000 views average over the last 7 days. Subscribers down a little, 43, not quite at 50. I think we were 44 the other day or something like that, but we're hovering around the 40s. So as such, no new milestone. We're still sitting at 49.1. Maybe, see how the day goes. Maybe by tomorrow, or certainly by Wednesday, we'll see. Tomorrow is Wednesday, or certainly by Thursday, we'll see another milestone, 49.2, I expect in a couple of days. So let's talk about today very quickly. Today is Tuesday, which always means podcast editing day. We do that live Tuesday mornings at 10 a.m. over on Twitch. If you'd like to hang out with us, head to twitch.tv/GenXGrownUp. And you're there, you're watching anytime after 10 a.m. It usually runs a couple of hours. It probably won't today. We're in a rewind cycle, meaning we take an older episode, we put some new commentary on it, repackage that for release. But we go back like 5 years. We go old episodes. It's not like something you've recently heard because of how chaotic last week was, and the air conditioning was out, and then George was sick, and it made sense to do a rewind cycle. So I'll be editing that today. Since it's a short edit, what I think I might try to do is do a full soup to nuts because I can do not only the edit, but also walk through the tagging and the uploading and the markup and that sort of thing. Since rather than just shorthand it, I'm going to do more of the back end. So if you're interested in that, you'll see more beyond like once the episode is completed, what do I do with it? And get that up there. So again, it's productivity edit. It's watching someone work, but sometimes that work is of interest if it's not something that you have a knowledge of. So that's what I'll be doing for this week and next week, because we have 2 rewinds coming up. Because we'll be on live on Twitch, and it is Tuesday, I'll once again take this opportunity to remind you that If you are an Amazon Prime subscriber and have not already done so, or even if you have and it's expired, you have a monthly $5 Twitch subscription token that you can give to any creator. And if you'd like to give it to us, it's really easy. Just head again over to twitch.tv/GenXGrownUp and click on that little subscribe, or maybe it says resubscribe. It'll pop up a window. You have to go to a second tab. Once you're there, scroll and you'll see this tick box, use Prime Sub, and then you can click yes, $0, 0 cents, but it does benefit, and that token goes to us. So we'll net like $350, $360 out of it once they take their fees out of it. So very, very appreciated. I think we got like $100 last month collectively, thanks to all of you taking the time to go and do that. So much appreciated. If you want to do it, that's how you do it. Once the edit is done after lunch, I'll begin work in earnest on the basic fun video that I'd like to get out tomorrow. It's an easy follow-up. Start the thumbnail and a little bit of tiny research and writing for the Friday plays. And that takes the bulk of Tuesday between the podcast and that, so that should be it. One thing I'll mention before I leave that I didn't touch on yesterday, but was the hot topic all last week, was our air conditioning unit. You'll recall that it was super hot in here. And when I spoke to you on Friday, literally as we were talking, the technician was down the hall. He had arrived. My wife was letting him in. And that got fixed by, I want to say it was about noon on Friday. But at the time, of course, we had our little emergency window unit in and all these fans running. And we knew the air was working well when we were like, man, it's too cold in here, because we literally had the central air accompanied by the little emergency window and standing unit. They were all working overtime, and we're like, let's take this window unit out, put it back in the garage. So the irony is that after it was sweltering and got hotter and hotter, by the last day it was 89 degrees Fahrenheit here in most parts of the house that weren't right in the dining room where the window unit was. It went from that to in a couple of hours, too cold to the point where we're like, all right, turn off all these bonus things. It's clearly working again. So it didn't cost us anything for the repair. We did renew for our annual checkup thing, because what we don't need is a big repair bill. So that little it's like $200 a year we ended up doing so that we could get maintenance, so that we continue to not have to worry about those repairs and maintenance. So forgot to follow up on that yesterday because it wasn't top of mind. It was comfortable in here. It was nice again because everything was working well, but that did get resolved. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get after it. I got to get ready for the live stream in about a little over an hour, so I'll be there with that. I want to thank you for popping in to check out today's vlog. If you did, if you're here every day, I love you for that. Thank you so much for being here. Have a great Tuesday. Remember to do something good for yourself, and I'll talk to you again next day. Bye-bye.